Why is it important that all the decisions we make about returning to work have enough number of women at the decision-making table? Welcome to Thank God It's a Story Saturday, a weekly video series where I share stories with you that you can use to make your messages connect. Today's story is from this book called Invisible Women, which I am actually reading for the second time. It is that good. Now, the story is about a conversation between the author of the book, Caroline Criado Perez, and a professor of disaster resilience, Maureen Fordham. Now, Caroline asks Maureen about stories about women not being included in post-disaster reliefs, and Maureen tells the story of 2001 when in a western state in India, Gujarat, had an earthquake and obviously a lot of people died and 400,000 people lost their homes. There was this urgency to rebuild the homes very, very quickly, and the project started. Once the project was concluded, everybody looked at the final product of having built the homes and went, oh my God, because it is going to be quite shocking for you to believe this too. The homes were built without any kitchens in them. And when Caroline asked Maureen, like, how could they even forget this? She also responds by just saying, well, and she further adds that the other thing that was missing from these homes was that mostly in rural areas, there is an extension where animals are taken care of. Even that extension was missing because mostly taking care of animals and cattle is really a woman's responsibility. And everybody involved in a rebuilding home project were men. So then they just didn't think of all of this. Now, some people think that this is just one of those, one-off stories and it doesn't happen on the regular basis. But guess what? In 2004, after Boxing Day tsunami took place, similar thing happened in Sri Lanka where homes were built and they were kitchenless. In another sort of sphere, which is not about designing homes and stuff, but just being able to understand women's perspective, the example quoted by the author is that when humanitarian agencies give food to refugees that needs to be cooked, say for example raw rice, they would give the food but will not provide cooking fuels. Mostly the people who are involved in putting these projects together and these initiatives together are men. A similar story repeated in the United States post the 1992's Hurricane Andrew, when a lot of the needs of women were misunderstood. And at that time, in the decision-making table, there were 56 people and only 11 were women, and not all the perspectives from women's point of view was taken. The problem with these projects is that they sound like this: we will rebuild home and we will do this and we will do that. And quite often that we is mostly just men who don't walk into these projects with an intention to make it difficult, hard, or bad for women. It's just that it's not their experience. So the smarter thing to do is to have women take a seat at the table where decisions are made. I hope you will make that decision when you design the new policies, new structures, new timing, new schedules for return to work. Stay storied. I'll see you here next Saturday with another story.